On this slide, you can see the available assistants in the schematic editor. They can be accessed by going to the Windows menu and choosing Assistants. Assistants are specific properties or options that are laid out in new forms, and they can be docked on the schematic editor canvas. These assistants can aid you in navigating the design, searching for devices, viewing instance properties, and identifying probed objects, for instance. By default, when you open the schematic editor L environment, it opens in the basic workspace. This is indicated on the workspace toolbar. Workspaces are the specific arrangement of assistants that you can pre-configure or customize for each tool. The basic workspace has the Navigator and Property Editor assistants docked to the left of the canvas. You can undock and move the assistants to place them wherever you want. You can change to the Classic or Explore workspaces from the toolbar pull-down menu, or choose the window menu to access assistants and change workspaces. The Schematic Excel license gives you access to additional assistants and workspaces. They are listed on the slide. The list of assistants exclusive to Schematic Excel are Constraint Manager and Circuit Prospector. And the list of workspaces exclusive to Schematic Excel are Constraints, Constraints Helper, Power, Design Intent, EAD, Explorer, and RF. On this and the next few slides, we spend some time exploring the Navigator assistants. This is one of the assistants that you will spend the most time with when creating a schematic. This assistant allows you to navigate and view objects in your design in a hierarchical tree type representation. Different sets of objects are available. The view of the Navigator that you see on the screen is called the summary pane and is the default view that you see when you open the Navigator. In this view, you can see the arrangement of the sets in two types, objects and groups. The summary pane shows the name of each set and the number of objects. For example, here you can see 11 instances and 7 nets, etc. Objects contain instances, nets, and pins of current schematic, and the arrangement of objects in these sets allows you to quick search objects. Groups contain cells and types of the current schematic, and you can click on the gray arrows that you see next to the numbers for any of the objects or groups to expand that particular set and change to the detailed view of the Navigator assistant. When you expand any set by clicking on the gray arrow next to its name, you can see the contents of that set in the detailed section of the Navigator. This is of course populated once your schematic is completed. So in this example, I would have clicked on the gray arrow next to instances in the summary pane, and here in the detail view, I see all the instances that are listed. You can then navigate through the whole design hierarchy with ease using this Navigator. You can see listed instances and nets in a tree format, and you can use the search field to search for instances, and advanced search options are also available. The objects in the current cell view are displayed as black text, and the objects not in the current cell view are displayed as gray text. Cross selection is enabled with the schematic canvas, and clicking an instance in the Navigator highlights it in the schematic. You can hover your mouse over an instance to view its symbol in a pop-up view. There is a search field that allows you to perform a hierarchical search for any instances or nets in your design. The search field allows you to search design objects displayed in the Navigator tree. You can type in your words to search in real time. You can use the Advanced Search button to access a pull-down menu that allows you to choose filters for your search. I should mention that this works well for the sets that are currently visible in the current cell view hierarchy, that is the ones in the black text of the Navigator tree. So you can use any of these filters over here to create your advanced search. In the snapshot on the slide, you can see the Navigator assistant, and you can see the summary pane and the details pane next to each other. They are open side by side. You can click this button called Toggle Side by Side Display, which displays the sets and the components in the selected sets side by side. You can create your own user-defined customized set. Now at the bottom section, you have the Add Set and Remove Set button. You can use the Add Set button to bring up a new form. You can choose from the categories, object or groups, or create your own category under the selection of miscellaneous, and you can give it a name. Once you do this, it will be listed again in your summary pane. And you can select the Remove Set button to remove it. If you are at lower hierarchical design level, you can use the Switch Hierarchy Display button to view and move up in the hierarchy. You can import a set of objects from any other cell view. To do this, right-click in your newly added set, which is GND over here, under Miscellaneous, which is the category, and choose Import Set. This brings up a form from where you can choose the set that you want to import. This form also allows you to add or remove selected sets. Let's look at the context-sensitive right-click menu options in the Details section of the Navigator. From here, you can add selected instances to different objects, or you could remove any chosen instances. Now to add an instance to a set, you can use Add Selection To option and enter the name of the set in the form that opens up and click on OK, and it will get added to that set. Similarly, you can remove the selected objects using the Remove Selection From option. Select All can be used to select all the members in a set. You can add probes to your nets from the Navigator Assistant. This is an important functionality. It lets you select the data you want to display in another cell view and select the data for the net for which you want to show a cross-reference. You can choose the object that you want to probe, right-click and select Probe, and select Add from the context-sensitive menu. The wire connectivity probe will now be colored on the canvas, and the wire will be shown in the Navigator to have a probe currently applied. Right-click on any of the instances in Details pane, and you can choose options from the context-sensitive menu to access the Navigator options form that you see on the screen. You can use this form to customize the information displayed in the name column of the Navigator tree and to set the defaults for opening a cell view. Also, under Display Control, you can choose Elaborate through leaf level instances to elaborate nets and pins of leaf instances in the Navigator.